hanging up really for the last couple of weeks because they were great in Paris last week. Future superstars, we suspect. She's just 18, he's 19, fifth in Paris, but they really put a marker down. Second in World Juniors. This is their first season as seniors, and they looked the part. Cool Cat in Town, the music for Gabriella, Papadakis and Guillaume, Cizeron. An extra turn from Guillaume.
And disaster for him, losing the second set.
She loves chasing the dogs around. There's a new kid around, and she knows she is bound to be the leader of the whole rat pack, and she won't wait for the return of the pack.
Ooh, and he looks tense in step. Come on, Guillaume. Relax.
She's back in town.
Oh dear. To be honest, he never really recovered from the first mistake on the twizzles. As you said, he looked tense up. That was the second big mistake. And after that, he did look decidedly tense. And that's insult into the wound, really.
It'd be interesting to see if they mark it as within the programme.
Yeah.
Because he got to the end and left it. But I think for me, this is when you're trying to give and you're on the edge, because this is how they dance. It's because of the angle of the head movements. It's because of the freedom of the movement. If it goes wrong, it's a bit of a shock, and I think that twizzle really did shock him.
It was. The whole thing for me was really surprising, having watched last week just on TV, but I just thought, wow, these are exceptional.
Yes.
And then to see that, I'm still trying to come to terms with it.
And I think, I look at it and think, experience. This is experience. You just tried a bit too hard. You just gave a bit too much. you take away from it, that's what can happen. Something goes wrong, you learn from that and you isolate it. It's a horrible thing to learn. Here's the first set of twizzles. He's a little bit, just one too many. It was either he did one too many or she did one too few. Yeah. I don't know which one it was.
No, but no doubt it was at fault here.
But it just shows how difficult it is. I can't do these. I didn't grow up doing these. So it's very, very hard. Nowadays in ice dancing, from the age of 2, you're doing twizzles. So
did you do no twizzles?
Not like this.
No.
You might do a double 3 or a back turn, but you wouldn't do them as a series in a straight line as a prescribed element. They weren't there. So, and it is, when you make a thing of it, it makes it more difficult, of course. Intricate with the final lift, and then just giving it. One day you'll be able to laugh, but not right now.
No. Well, we've all been there. We've all had moments like that. Quite not quite so public though.
It's just, it is. You just, come on. You've got to laugh at it, because at the end of the day, you're giving all you've got, and you've got such talent. Yes, yes, I know. We know, but hey. Yeah.
Apologies, I hope you don't speak French, but it's not pretty what he just said. But you can understand where it's coming from. She was fine.
She'll tell him that later.
Yeah.
But you've got to give it all you've got. You've got to go out there and really sell it. And if you just get slightly offline one day, that's what can happen.
Because we picked them up beforehand. Their sights are already set very high.
Yes. Well, for all the couples, nobody comes into a Grand Prix event thinking, oh, maybe I might get into the top 10 of the worlds one day and finish there. No, it's just part of the process. We're just on the way.
He's finally able to laugh now.
Yes, yes. It's a new day tomorrow.
Technical score of it's going below 18.
I think
and
some.
I said I thought Hikim Kennedy and Dimitri Dunn would be last. I'm not sure now.
I think I can smile because the underlying talent is undeniable.
Yeah.
So, and we're not in it at the moment, apart from being here with them, but it's like you say, if you've had the experience, you've fallen over, been there, and
presumably he'll get a deduction for the fall. As you say, technically, does it mean it's part of the routine or not?
It depends whether they think he was finished. I don't think he'd fully finished.
I think he was finishing.
He was finishing.
He's finished now.
He finished. I once did a routine and I threw this girl over my shoulder around the back, and it was for TV, and they kept having us doing it again and again. And funny, the one they used was when I threw her over my shoulder and then she came back round my back, and then my legs took off and I ended up lying flat on her at the end. Funny, I didn't get repeat fees either. Pain, but hey, you can laugh about it now, not at the time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, was it at the end of the routine or was it within the routine?
I think that's exactly what they're talking about now.
Or, yes, darling, have you put the soup on?
Well, they're waiting to come on, the second group, for their warm-up. This is making it hurt even more.
You've got to stay and you don't want to stay. And of course, everybody else has to wait. No doubt there'll be some ribbing later on. It was your fall that caused the problem.
Well, they should have made their minds up by now, unless there's a technical problem.
Which, of course, we had a couple of weeks ago. So, let's hope the gremlins are not back.
Here we go. 45-0. Score for the couple from Ukraine are in last place.
Gabriella, Papadakis et Guillaume, Cizeron.
And it's below that, and they did get a deduction. Without the deduction, they'd have been in better shape, but it looks like it's going to be last place for Papadakis and Cizeron, and that is, well, it almost defies belief, but